or something? Or?
No, console.
I'm gonna move this way just so you don't sound so far away.
Like the zombies.
We've been there before.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
Welcome back to Jamcast. So
Sigh. Fuck my life.
Why do we do this?
I mean, at the end of a wormhole, there is Jamcast.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Morgan Freeman's
You thinking motorcycles, right?
Huh?
Sidecar. What do you think about
Sidecars?
sidecars?
Wallace and Gromit.
Okay, Kevin, what do you think about sidecars and motorcycles?
Wallace and Gromit as well. Like,
Are you serious?
Okay.
Okay.
I think how I wouldn't want to have one on my
Totally
motorcycle,
forgot.
but I want everyone in my life who has a motorcycle to have a sidecar.
Okay, you know
Oh,
what?
and Aristocats.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
you know what? That is not what I was looking
Oh,
for.
that's
What
a
were you
fuck.
That got me right in the rewind button.
What were we
I
looking
mean, the
for?
correct answer is like you think of sidecars. The only obvious answer is a dog with goggles.
Yeah, you're so.
Oh,
the
yeah, the
weird
Hanna-Barbera
thing is,
cartoon.
the weird
Yeah.
thing is when you said not what you're looking for, I'm like fucking dog with goggles.
It's a dog with goggles.
dog. It's
with
probably a
goggles.
British bulldog with goggles.
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, that too. Man,
Can we find out? I'm gonna look this up right now. Dog with Hanna-Barbera dog with goggles, because that was definitely a thing. And the old people listening to Jamcast will be like, "It's this, you fucking retards." On Hannah.
old people don't swear.
Yeah.
Oh right,
No,
they
no.
just voted for racist people.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
Too
the
real.
second answer is
Jamcast got
Hanna-Barbera dog.
political.
Welcome back to Political Cast.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's a list of dogs from Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Is there any with goggles?
Yeah.
They all have goggles.
They
Astro,
all have
it's not
goggles?
Astro.
No, like
Go to Chopper.
No,
Who's
it's
Chopper? No, go to Chopper.
It's
That's Chopper?
That's that smug-looking motherfucker. with
yeah.
the-
What's his name
Look at
though? Droopy Cat. No, it's this guy. What's his name? Muttley.
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 You know, okay.
You know, there's a kind of an anticlimax going on there.
Muttley.
Muttley.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
kind of
alright.
What were you expecting when you looked this up? Like a
No,
really
just
big
as-
reveal?
Yeah. We're looking at pictures of cartoon dogs.
Yeah,
And
if you
we
weren't
found out-
sure.
And
Yeah.
and if you weren't sure what picture we were thinking of, Muttley from Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah, so think about that shit. All I learned today is that you were all wrong.
I think
Yeah,
we
you
were all
fucked up.
right.
I
We were
like
all
to
right.
picture
You know what?
Wallace
You know,
driving his little.
I think
his
I'll give you a
motorcycle.
half. Yeah, I'll give you a half point for Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I think all like sidecars are stop motion animation made with clay. All of them.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought you were being very clever about this because when I thought you were leading me into motorcycle and sidecar, Batman and Robin, DC, Suicide Squad.
Hey.
That translation was really awkward.
Yeah. Okay. So
Are we doing this? Are we throwing down Suicide Squad right now?
Yeah. No. What we're doing?
In this corner.
Yeah. So we don't have another corner tonight. We just have the one corner.
We have 4 dudes in a mattress.
Yeah.
Also, if you did miss last season finale, Kevin came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Which proves that Patrick was actually lying about being the reincarnation of Kevin this
You have no
entire
proof. You
time.
have no goddamn
Kevin is literally
proof.
right here. Kevin, don't you go quiet on me. Don't you quiet on me, you piece of shit. Don't you...
He's gonna
Patrick's is like the better version of me.
Well, okay,
It's-
so here's what happened. The viewers wanted like this new Kevin. Like, oh my god, he's new. But the people were just missing original Coke.
Yeah.
So we brought original Coke back.
Here's my interpretation of it. You say there's 4 dudes on a couch. I say there's 3 dudes on a couch. I'm just really good at voices.
Shit.
Oh dear God.
See, I can do both of them. I'm Kevin. I'm Patrick. I'll be whoever you want me to
You
be.
know what that is, Patrick? You know what that is?
What?
That's shitty writing.
That's
garbage
that's,
writing.
That's season 7 shit.
that's season 7.
It's like,
Jump the shark.
out of ideas,
motherfucker.
but they want to keep paying us, I guess.
I guess. It's funny how many shows that reference works for. Because I feel like once you hit season 7 of everything, just stop. Oh no! How about your mother? I
Simpsons
fault. I
it gets
messed up.
good.
I messed up.
Yeah, and it's always sunny. It gets consistently better.
Okay. Well, there's exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. Let's
Okay.
go.
Season
wow.
7
you-
of Suicide Squad. Okay, so we
My
usually
fault.
have like a thing that we started doing where we add random conjecture about the movie, and then we watch it, and then we come back and podcast. We
Was
like
it that
that.
one episode?
However, we did that for one episode, but it's a thing that we're gonna do. So I think
Yeah.
that we should like say our expectations of the movie before we watched it, and then like go into it after we watched
Okay.
it.
And we got 2 experts who actually read DC Comics.
Experts, let's
Ooh,
backtrack.
Experts. Footnote. I like DC Comics.
Yeah.
Experts.
I
asterisk.
enjoy DC Comics and read some comics. I'm
Okay.
by no means an expert.
Alright.
Expert
Please,
means
alright.
I'm there since the golden age,
All
which
right,
I am
they're
not.
an expert.
Agreed.
They're an expert to me because I don't read shit.
I don't read shit
I don't
either.
read shit. So we got
Oh,
two
God.
layman's. We got two experts.
God.
Asterisk.
we're gonna get crucified for this.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
yeah, I'll start because I think I have the least impactful
No, blah 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 blah. Just
argument.
just what you thought. Don't
No,
tell me.
but
At the beginning
before,
or at the end? Before? Oh,
no,
okay.
before. Yeah, before the movie, I had zero expectations. I was like, this looks like a movie.
You were not wrong.
No, wrong.
And you know what?
Expectations
You
were
know
met.
what? Happy
But
ending.
you might not have been
It was a
accurate.
movie.
It was a movie. Yeah, you know what?
For me,
was-
before watching the movie, I was on like a huge roller coaster because as soon as like the very first trailer came out, I was like, holy fuck, Suicide Squad, duh! And I was like super pumped for it. And then like more and more stuff came out about it, and I was like, this movie's gonna be shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And
the fuck you doing?
I was
When
excited.
Bernard gets upset, he turns a little bit.
A little bit of the
Yeah,
Bronx.
yeah, a little
It's
bit Jersey.
a little bit of Boston, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking stupid. But anyway, so before this movie came out, like I was expecting to see like another Man of Steel, which I did not like, but I was hoping to be wrong.
You know-
That was my thing going into it.
See, that's like again, like
I was just like, yeah.
I liked Man of Steel. I liked that movie. I thought it was good.
All right.
Okay,
Alright.
all right,
Kevin,
all right.
Kevin, what's your,
Move
what's
on.
your
Kevin the First,
Kevin the First,
the OG Kevin.
the first of his yeah, the king of the Andals.
I went in with like really low expectations because I'd heard from a number of sources about what I was getting into, and like the lead up to it, I wasn't particularly excited for it because I was like,
You were dragged to the movie theater.
pretty much it. I was like, hey, you're gonna pay for my ticket? Oh, cool, I'll go. It's sort of how it went. Like,
Oh, okay.
and that's the only reason why I really went, and that and sheer morbid curiosity at this point.
Gross.
You're very gross.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't pay for my ticket.
Shut up!
All right. So before we go
Kevin
into
the second?
the responses,
Give him a second.
Kevin too.
Kevin too. For me, I started the whole idea about Suicide Squad because I had no idea what the hell it was because I don't read DC Comics. Was I was watching Arrow.
What Arrow? I was gonna
Arrow
say.
back when it was good, and they did their own version of the Suicide Squad, and like they did a fucking good job with the limited casting and stuff like that, and limited budget, and the fact that it was CW. And I walked out and I was like, that wasn't that bad. Imagine what the fucking movie's gonna be like because they're gonna have fucking budgets and like amazing actors, and they're gonna have time to make this movie, and it's gonna be good. And I got really excited about it. And I think it's always dangerous to go into a movie when you just you consciously know you've built up your expectations too high.
Okay.
So I think that may have an effect about what I ended up thinking about the movie. But yeah, definitely like I was kind of basing it off of what I had seen and what I assume would be a worse format.
What the fuck?
It's yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. For anyone who's not sure,
No.
the screen just told us that we're fat and need to go work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to remotely look for images, not of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. Oh God.
Definitely.
I have commandeered
butts
I have
right now.
commandeered this computer.
Yeah,
And-
you're just looking at a bunch of manly butts right now. I'm.
But
Is
you
this
know
the
what?
transition? Is this the transition for talking about?
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so-
before and after.
Now this
Quality
is better
butts.
because
Oh,
it's just quality butts. So it's
I like
the entire
image 1 and 2 confuse me.
Yeah.
just paper.
Image 2 isn't even up,
Paper.
but
Anyways, visual jokes for an audio podcast.
We'll
Yeah.
work on it.
How about that? So I loved it.
Okay.
I thought it
What
was-
did you love about it? Go.
It was a hot mess, and it was
and
not
you thought
new.
you could fix it.
It was
I
ancient.
could fix it.
No, it had baggage.
baggage.
I just thought it was a fun movie. There was parts missing. It didn't make sense at points.
So correct.
Literally, there was an hour of Joker scenes that were cut out. I was listening to the Funhouse podcast, which I sent you. I don't know if you listened to it, but they said that the Joker could have literally been in Harley Quinn's head, and you wouldn't have noticed. Like, he was on the back. I'm just gonna literally reiterate the point of the Dude Soup podcast, but when the Joker's on the back shooting
Yeah.
at all the people, he's like, ha ha ha, I'm shooting out. Nobody else sees him. You do
Nobody
not.
else gives a fuck.
Yeah.
No,
So
like
true.
literally nobody else sees
I
them.
listen to stuff you send me.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
You didn't send it to me,
Yeah.
dick.
Kevin, real Kevin's back. I don't even know how to feel about you.
I was afraid of this.
This is why he killed him in the first season.
Twists.
Yeah. I'm just gonna bring up a couple more points that they talked about. One, when they get shot down in the beginning, nobody
Spoilers
explained.
alert.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
Well,
And that's
Obvious.
literally
A
our
little
podcast
late.
is a spoiler cast. So
Hey, spoiler cast.
Welcome
Welcome
back
back,
to
spoiler cast.
spoiler cast. Hey, Foley butts. And when they get shot down originally, they don't explain who shot them down.
Yeah.
Because like they're doing the noodle arm thing.
Yeah.
And then next scene, they get shot with a rocket. Yeah.
Kevin the second, Patrick.
What do I think?
What did you think of Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much, just a lot. Okay, I love movies that know what they are and are confident. I think people are attracted to other people who show confidence. I'm attracted to movies that show confidence.
Yeah.
A movie can be a hot mess and I will enjoy it if it's confidently a hot mess.
Pacific Rim.
Perfect example, I think, is Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods
Gonna...
is the most confident hot mess of a movie I've ever seen.
How is that a hot
It's
mess?
not a hot mess.
There's a lot going on.
It was a satire.
How
Yeah.
is Cabin in the Woods a hot mess?
It was more of a parody of like
We're
actual.
gonna get back to this. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write this
you
down.
Write it down.
We're
Write it down.
gonna circle
I
back.
just think it's okay. Well, it didn't take itself seriously, and I guess maybe that's not the best example.
Cabin.
But
you're trying to like it had an
the
inconsistent
woods.
feel throughout the entire thing.
yeah, and so the main issue is that this is what my problem with the movie is, and from like what I've read about the movie and from what I've heard from other reviews, it kind of backs this up. Is that they had this idea they were gonna make this like dark, serious Suicide Squad movie. And then Batman vs. Superman tanked because people were like, oh, it's too serious and dark and stuff like that.
Because there's anything DC fanboys love is that slapstick comedy.
Yep. And so what they did was they panicked and they were like, okay, without reshooting any footage, how can we completely, through the cause of editing, turn this into Guardians of the Galaxy? And they fucking tried their hardest and they did a terrible job because anytime you you try and change a story through just editing, you're gonna have a scattered plot with no character development, and you're gonna have just no consistent tone or feel in the movie, and you end up at this point where you're at the climax, and I'm like, if a character died here, I would not care at all.
Okay.
And that's pretty much everything I have to say. Try to do Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Patrick, it felt like you were prepared for that in like an interview, like a job interview. You had that question packaged.
Your weakness.
Cue cards off to the
Your
side.
weakness is that you care too much.
Yeah, you were sitting on that answer for a while. You're like,
I was not even like podcast preparation prepared, but like when you're like taking a dump and like you just instantly
Go on.
imagine yourself being interviewed by like CNN.
No.
Well, you guys are weird. It's like when you're in the shower, you argue with other people who aren't there.
Did you get
When
like
you're
genuinely
on-
mad in those shower
Oh,
arguments?
genuinely
you
mad.
just like walk outside of Patrick's shower and just he's like one of his grumble showers again.
Yeah, so when you're taking a dump, it's like you're being interviewed by someone. You're on a chair. I don't know. Anyway, so I just pretty much just already gave this review to the wall.
Oh.
So when you asked me, I just kind of pulled it out of there.
Okay.
welcome.
Gross while you were pooping.
Gross. Alright. Continue, Bernie. Put that shit down. I don't give a shit about time. Fuck time.
I give a shit about time.
Oh, well, that's alright.
hated Suicide Squad.
It's in the syllabus.
My review in just one word: handjobs. The whole movie was just the studio giving handjobs out like it was popcorn, and the guy eating the popcorn was Michael J. Fox, just throwing out popcorn.
That's
what
that's
man.
a little dark.
I hated Suicide Squad. You know what? It was dark, just a lot like the colors in that fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
There was zero color in that movie. Why doesn't DC put color in their movies? Except for Will Smith. Hey! Oh my god, that was...
Will Smith was great in that
We're gonna
movie.
get
Will Smith
pulled.
was fantastic.
Will Smith playing himself
As a
on
badass.
Yeah.
I Am Legend or
Yeah.
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Older Fresh Prince.
Older
Older Fresh Prince. And like,
We good
I'm
with
not gonna
guns.
lie, he fucking killed it in that movie.
Yeah.
I loved it. And like, because I am a layman, not an expert asterisk, so I wasn't looking for Deadshot. I didn't know who Deadshot was.
Yeah.
They gave me Will Smith and I was like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so to me, this movie was just all hand jobs. The studio just wanted. They were so insecure. It's kind of what you were saying, Patrick. The studio was so insecure about this movie that they just try to please everyone in the most surface way possible. First of all, there is zero to little storyline.
Yeah. Hey,
Then-
you know who is my favorite character?
Margot Robbie. No, sorry. Wait.
Slipknot?
Delevingne?
But Katana. Didn't she have a great part in the movie?
Her part? No.
She didn't do anything.
From what I've
didn't do a
heard,
goddamn.
From what I've heard, she's an amazingly well done
She's
character
so
in the
cool in
comics.
the comics.
She's super crucial.
There you go.
No, but
so-
like she was the best in the movie. Like,
She was the best.
she carried that team.
Oh man, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
Go.
Choked
No,
out.
no, it was definitely like the guy with like the power arm and shit.
Oh, the cable guy. The guy who
Cable
could
dude.
climb anything.
Is it true though? In the comics, he also was there just to be blown up.
Well,
That's what I've heard. Is it like
I
that,
haven't
that's
read
his-
very much Suicide Squad.
Okay.
to be honest.
and like Suicide Squad after this movie came out is just gonna be completely redone. So you're not gonna see that cable guy.
Aw.
He did.
He did. So yeah. So I thought okay. So it's super insecure. So they try to like please everyone. So first of all, what they do is they use every song put in every movie ever, and they just randomly
Yep.
put it in the whole
Hey,
song,
like I
like,
told
in the
Ben,
whole movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy. They just
Yeah, but
loaded it with
it-
80s hits.
But 80s hits that no one had heard before, and they were popular because of Guardians of the Galaxy. And this was just like,
Yeah.
oh hey, do you remember Has the Rising Sun,
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, other examples. And so yeah, so there was zero to like your first job as a movie is to make a story, and when you don't put a story, you're just a gimmick of a movie, and you're just a bunch of gimmicks put together. So it's like all these DC characters put together, and oh look, Margot Robbie's wearing underwear, but they're actually pants. Whoa! And the Harley Quinn was like this opportunity for like this big character that's gonna be fantastic, and it has nothing to do with Margot Robbie. The writing was shit. This movie was not like you said, like at the end of the movie I did not give three shits about any of these characters. Like all could have died. I did not care.
Yeah,
because
but
there was no character development about any one of these people. And the Joker, what the fuck was that? There was literally no reason to have the Joker other
No.
than like people like the Joker, hand job, put the Joker in it.
Hand job.
Yeah.
Hand job.
You know what? Jared Leto is a fantastic actor. Like he's one of my favorite actors.
Mm-hmm.
And in this movie, I didn't get it. Like he was not.
I don't know.
They
wasn't
robbed
very
him.
To
No.
me,
Robbed
to me,
him.
it seemed like a Heath Ledger impression,
well,
and like he just wasn't given
I've heard
a
it
good
described
role to play.
as he was playing Jim Carrey playing the Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Like, it seemed like he was trying to copy almost Mark Hamill's impersonation while trying to bring it to like the big screen in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
And like-
Kevin, launch
Yeah,
into
Kevin.
this.
OG.
OG.
Oh,
OG.
gee.
Be the anchor.
Be the anchor.
Bring us home.
Like one of my biggest qualms with this movie was that I love Will Smith just in general, but
Genital.
Yes, very true. But I just didn't give enough shits about him. I was like, Will Smith could die in this movie, and I wouldn't care. And like when a movie has done that to me, where I'm just to the point where like a charismatic actor who I always root for and love is like just like someone who I'm like, you know what, go jump off a bridge, let me get out of here because I've been looking at my watch for the past half an hour.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
just exhausting. It was too much, too fast. Like it was there was too much unnecessary, like as Bernardo pointed out, hand jobs. But like
It's just hand jobs.
It was
Yeah.
fan service to an extreme extent, and not in a good way. It was just like it was how much can we cram into 2 hours and 2.5 hours of
Jesus Christ, is that how long the movie was?
I don't know. It felt like
I
forever.
think it was like 2 hours.
I think it was roughly
It was
2 hours.
2 hours and a bit.
Yeah, like it was just how much can we give to our fans while also slapping them in the face, and I don't know. I just like the Will Smith issue was big for me. One of the biggest.
Captain Boomerang was fucking useless.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Hardy was actually originally cast as him and then dropped
I
out.
knew it
and
was
I
Tom
was
Hardy.
like, yes, he made the best decision
That's
of
a
his life.
great decision.
And like
Because
the one
like he backed out, and I'm like, man, that man made a smart fucking choice. Because
Yeah.
like this was just a train wreck. Like
No,
Oh.
you know what? I think the point you're all missing here is that they were the bad guys. Did you not?
My God, if you had to take a
Okay.
shot
She
for
said it
every
like-
time anyone ironically said, we're the bad guys. Nah. Like when Margot Robbie like breaks the window, we don't follow the rules because we're bad guys.
Yeah, no, I just
hand job, hand job,
like,
hand
yeah,
job.
no, I just don't feel like you're wrapped around the fact that they're the bad
Bad
guys.
guys. They don't play by the rules because they're the bad guys.
Were you, like, I think you guys were under the impression the whole time
That
that
they were
they're
the good guys,
right?
but you were
You-
wrong.
it
Oh
makes
my
you
God,
think
they
they're
were
the
the
good guys,
bad
but
guys.
no, they're actually the bad guys. I don't know if you got that. You know, like they do bad things. He shot a guy in the beginning of the movie, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he asked for more
Uh,
money
yeah,
because he's a
there you
bad
go.
guy.
Don't you like it
He's
now?
a
It was a
bad guy.
good movie.
Only bad guys shoot guys.
You know what I just don't get about this movie?
Why it was
How
made?
Harley Quinn didn't do a
so,
goddamn.
so many no, okay. There's
Why Captain
that-
Boomerang was there?
that
You had
question-
one chance to use Killer Croc for something in the water level,
And they didn't
they
include
used
him, actually?
the faceless marine. Why you put 2 seconds on the bomb? Like
Okay,
the whole
okay.
plot.
Alright, it was a
keep
loaded
going.
question. It was a fucking loaded question.
That potato was
Alright.
loaded.
It was a loaded.
That
It was a
baked potato.
double baked
It was
potato.
a good
Alright,
potato.
I'm gonna say 2 things I don't understand. One of these is bigger picture. One of them is smaller. The smaller one is how in the second of the 2 boomerangs Captain Boomerang threw in the movie, it was actually a drone that he was able to slow down and control. And like at that point, you're not throwing a fucking boomerang.
You're drone man.
Yeah, you're drone man. So first of all, just silly, just silly.
Just silly.
Batman does it in the
and-
Arkham games.
Yeah, but he's allowed to because
Oh.
he doesn't call himself
Yeah.
Boomerang guy. And then like, here comes my laser pointer.
Also, Kevin, video games.
Yeah.
Video
Yeah,
games.
Okay.
God.
Second point for why the thing I'm confused about. Okay, all they had to do
Let's make a storyline.
was take any like DC animated DC animated Suicide Squad movie, Suicide Squad comic, and just live action it with great actors, which they had, and it would be good.
I was
And that would have been cheap too. I feel like
Yeah.
that would have been the most cost
I was thinking about that the other day because I watched Assault on Arkham, which is essentially the animated version
Yeah.
of that, and I realized if they had literally done that movie like shot by shot live action, they could have made a good movie.
And it doesn't make sense why they didn't.
That's the thing. Like my first thought was it's animated, it doesn't translate to live action. False. With the technology that we have nowadays, you can easily like remake a cartoon movie into a live action. We have the technology.
do it.
For fuck's sakes,
Yeah.
they destroyed an entire city.
Yeah.
And what the hell was with Karen Delevingne's lip syncing?
Oh,
Yes.
point 3. Quickly, point 3. The fact that every time someone ever called a helicopter in that movie, it blew up. Calling helicopters. It's like literally they're standing over the wreckage of a burnt helicopter.
Like,
And she's
number
like,
2.
gets in a helicopter. She's like, I'm going to call you another helicopter. And that helicopter breaks and they're like, we need more helicopters.
We're in a loop.
God, Jesus Christ.
It's Jason
Bourne.
Okay, so the plot point is they had this big witch who's supposed to be, the anchor of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, if she goes rogue,
She
we have
goes-
we have a heart, and then she starts stabbing the heart, and it doesn't do anything.
It hurts. It gives her heartburn.
Yeah,
But her brother's like, it's okay.
like noted we watched it in a drive-through, so the sound wasn't the best for me. Did
Yeah.
they explain that at all? Like,
Yeah.
We did
so
not
like,
watch it
so
in
okay, so what she
drive-thru,
did is
Ryan.
like,
what?
We watched it at a drive-in.
Not a
Watching a
drive-thru.
drive-thru makes no sense.
we just like kept driving through like I can't hear anything. Yeah, they did. So like what it was is like they had control of her heart, so like she had to do exactly what they said.
Yeah.
But like while they were sleeping, she went and like resurrected her brother. And so like when she started to rebel, she like went to her brother and she's like, "Oh my God, help me! I got such bad heartburn." And then her brother was the one that like just etch-a-sketched it.
Through
just,
the
like,
power of
what
CGI.
he just like was like, all right, now you're better.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of gave her some of her.
He
gave
good vibrations to her.
Yeah,
Oh,
gave her some
real
of his
good.
power
Good
and
vibrations.
just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I didn't get that part. I just thought it was a bit like movie
It was
Because it
yeah,
was movie
that-
logic.
It was very movie
Because
logic.
yeah, I was like, she's literally stabbing her heart and she's fine.
And she
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fine. And that's the thing. This movie, like, it brushed so many things off, and it just gave you a bunch of gimmicks. And that's what I really hate about like movies is when it turns into a gimmick rather than just like a story movie.
Yeah.
Oh
my god, like Harley Quinn in this movie was the epitome of gimmick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like she had a bat against like armies of undead.
Yeah, and like
things.
the whole team was
Yeah.
super stacked because I never felt like they were out. Like I never truly felt like they were outgunned. Like
Yeah,
I, always
I
felt
never
like,
felt worried for their.
like, I never like they'll be fine.
They're
They're,
fine.
like,
But
they're gonna,
if I was the coach of the Suicide Squad, I would cut so many people from that team.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would keep Will Smith.
And Pyro.
I would keep
Pyro guy.
Diablo.
Yeah.
And
We got
well,
this.
like
Killer Croc.
I was
Killer
gonna,
Croc
I'm debating Killer Croc because
Okay.
if they had used him in the water level, I would say yeah, keep him, but they didn't.
water
he's
level.
cut.
In the
He's
water
cut.
temple.
Yeah.
He's cut. Boomerang Man's cut. Cable Guy, he did
He
get
was
cut.
cut.
You need him to set an
Harley
example.
Quinn's cut.
I think you're forgetting the best character, Katana.
That isn't actually part of
Katana-
Suicide Squad.
Katana-
She's just there to defend the military guys.
Yeah, Katana.
Yeah.
I'd say
No, but like
if
she's
she'd
the
been
best.
done right. Pretty
I
much, just Will Smith and Diablo could have done the
She
whole
has
shit
the
themselves.
richest backstory.
I
Like, oh, by the way, she talks to her dead husband on the sword,
Sword.
and that's it. And cut to her crying to a sword.
Yeah, and
motherfucker.
like-
Yeah, let's linger on that for
okay,
a while.
Of all the fan service, though, they kind of skipped over Katana a little bit because she can like summon like the souls from
Yeah.
her sword
Oh,
to
yeah.
fight for her,
But they
and
didn't
it's like,
have, yeah.
like, why don't they do that shit?
Because it was kind of like Spider-Man 2-y, the fact that they had too many balls in the air and they didn't know how to catch them, so they just kind of came back
Well,
on their
at
face.
this point, if there's that many balls hanging in the face, might as well throw another one up and do that. Like, let's get real here.
Yeah, you know.
If I'm going down this circus, it's gonna have a laugh.
You know what? I guess that's true because they're like, all right, we have Deadshot, we have Harley Quinn, romance with the Joker.
Romance.
What else do we got going on? Killer
Bar
Croc.
scene.
Yeah.
Bar scene. The bar scene.
I like the bar scene. That was my
I can
favorite
tell.
part of the movie.
I can tell that the bar scene
Oh.
was supposed to be like the epitome of this movie, where like we really get to feel these characters. But
I
the thing
felt
is, we
ill.
didn't have enough time beforehand to like really connect and get to know these
It all
people,
happened so
Yeah.
fast.
and
Yeah.
that they're all just like
It was so unnecessary.
we were supposed to relate to them at this point. But at this point, I had given up. I gave zero fucks about all these
Man, I
characters.
thought it was good because there was a change of pace. Like, there's all this action that made no
Yeah.
sense, all this plot point that made no sense.
I agree.
They're just chilling.
And now here
then we
comes
get
this
this
character
a bit of
development
their
that we don't like. That would have been better earlier in the movie.
I agree.
But
And,
at
like,
this point, it doesn't matter.
If the cones or the pins had been set up properly, that would have been a really cool scene. I agree. Like standalone, cool scene. Didn't do.
I thought it was cool. It was a nice change of pace. Like, I didn't like. This is the thing. I don't know the characters.
I
They
think
yeah.
talked for a while.
Dude,
They
this-
all broke character.
this movie
Killer Croc is a thug.
is a straight up.
Yeah.
This movie really like fucked me up on the inside because like I walked out of it like angry, like
I drove home angry.
It made me cynical, and I started thinking, is it because I am attached to DC? Is there some like weird form of elitism like that I have that made me not like this movie?
But did you enjoy the quality butts?
Quality butts.
Did you-
Quality butt.
Yeah,
Quality butt. Did you enjoy the Dark Knight trilogy?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
you are
exactly-
not fucked up. It is the directors
First
who are fucking you.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
This is the only way I can think about it. This is the only way I can think about it. When I watch Zack Snyder's movies like Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman: The Ultimate Edition, I walked away from it and I was like, yeah, like I enjoyed those. I had a good time, I guess. And then I watch Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and the only way you can think about it is
Through the
with-
perspective of Michael Caine.
no, through the perspective, through the
Mr.
perspective
White.
of sex. It's through the perspective of sex, because when I watched the Dark Knight trilogy,
It's punctuated by sex?
it's
You
no,
wanted
it's
to bone
Christopher Nolan is like he's doing
Bale.
all Christopher Nolan, the director, is doing all the work. He is complete.
Oh god, yeah.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, go for it. Keep hurry hard.
Oh yeah,
Follow
very
through,
hard,
follow through,
very
follow
hard.
through.
Okay, well now I'm trying to figure out which
Facebook
person's doing the
metaphors.
most work, the person on top or the person on. I want to say it's the person on top doing the work.
Yeah.
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 So
It depends.
yeah, well, it depends. But
But
in
let's
this
go through tradition.
For today, the person on top is doing
Alright,
the work.
got it.
Christopher
That
Nolan
sounds good.
is on top the whole time. He's doing the work.
He's taking care of
Fast
you. It's your
forward-
birthday.
Fast forward, it's your birthday. Flash forward to Zack Snyder. I am doing all the work to force myself to enjoy those movies. I am just like there's tension in my like.
What do we call
neck
that,
from
Patty?
just-
What's Zack Snyder doing?
Hmm?
What's Zack Snyder doing?
He's starfishing.
He's starfishing.
He's starfishing.
He is the hot girl
laying there.
who is doing you a favor.
He is laying there, and I am putting all the effort in, and it is exhausting. And he's just a fix that shit. And dude, and the one saving grace about this fucking Suicide Squad movie is that it was so bad that the fucking people at Warner Brothers decided for the first time to go and hire people from DC Comics, and they made something called DC Studios, like Marvel has with Marvel Studios. Then they will now actually consult with the comic book makers to make the movies not suck. That's a saving grace.
I want to clarify one thing.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder did not direct Suicide Squad.
No, I know he didn't do
But
it. No,
just making sure.
no, I don't know the director of Suicide Squad actually, but
We will never hear from him
yeah.
again.
But also, okay, is it Justice League Dark that's the Magic Justice League?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, so this is okay, so I know they're making a Justice League Dark movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's just like sort of like in the pipelines right now. It's in talks. at the
Yeah,
moment.
it just
Okay.
kind of, and I just think, just taking a look at who's in Justice League Dark, it should have been Enchantress. Should have been the fucking villain for that,
pretty
not
sure
for Suicide Squad.
Pretty sure she is.
In that movie,
I think I have.
if
Okay,
they put
keep talking.
Enchantress,
I have a.
if they make a Justice League Dark
I have a
movie and
Justice League
Enchantress
Dark
is the
comic
villain
book
in
right
it,
here.
I swear to God,
Give me a
I
second.
swear to God,
I
you
got
can't do that
Justice-
to me twice.
Keep talking. You do you. I'm
What?
not-
I am talking, man. I'm done. That's all
Shut
I had
up.
to say.
Stop talking, then start
I
talking.
wonder if you'll sound really far away or really close from there. I can't tell.
And we'll find out
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, we'll find out later.
Man.
One day we'll get actual mics.
Man. Oh, yo, are you talking about like microphones? Or, like
Mic-
some dudes named Mike to join us in the podcast.
Yes.
I got
We
guys
got,
named
we got,
Mike.
we
I
got
can get
two
some Mike.
Kevins. We got OG Kevin, and we got Kevin 2. We can get two mics.
Yeah, we can get 2 mics.
A couple of mics.
Yeah, you get a couple mics.
Her name is Sorceress,
Okay.
not Enchantress.
Oh.
But her name
Is that a
Is
different
Sorceress.
person or is that?
I think
Is that
so.
is that like the Kmart brand of Enchantress?
You know what? I didn't really enjoy Justice League Dark that much. It seemed very slow.
Okay.
But
Well,
I don't remember it. But it's basically the same thing. It's like this witch who has this like unstoppable power, and the only people who can bring it down are magic people.
okay.
Ah.
Well, I just feel like they should have used a different villain for Suicide Squad because I feel like fighting an all-powerful god is just not their thing.
No,
You know?
No, it's not.
You said that like you weren't worried about the characters. If that were to actually happen,
They would die.
they were dead.
So
They
hard.
The helicopter would have been
like
better.
the
That's
pyro,
the thing,
yeah,
like
the pyro guy was their chance. He died.
You blew it, son.
Yeah,
What?
Is he dead at the end of that movie?
Yes,
Fucking didn't even know.
I know.
Wait, Rick,
Wasn't
I didn't know
even
he's
phased.
dead. Is
He died.
And
yeah,
that's
dies.
the problem.
It's
And
giga-fucked.
the fact that you
Yeah.
don't know is a problem.
I don't know
Is a
who
problem.
dies and who doesn't
Well,
die.
okay,
And
man.
the fact that you
Hot
don't
mess.
care is
He
not.
was like-
Yeah, that's not helping either.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
not helping.
oh, credits are rolling.
Yeah, he was like one of the best characters, but like, yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes.
he was their chance. Without him, they're just done. They're done.
Yeah, see, that's sort of just like it tests like how you sort of feel about these characters because like there's like this god doing their thing and like I don't give a shit about these characters. I don't feel I don't feel like there's a threat like about to hit them.
What's Harley Quinn gonna do? Hit him with his bat?
She did though.
Yeah,
I
she
guess-
did. She did. But see, that's
Ooh.
the thing. It's like, cause like, I don't know. It's weird
Oh
when
my
they go
God,
pick
they're-
these sort of characters that like they're not really.
I
Gonna
just
die.
feel like these people didn't write these characters properly because, I mean, like, Margot Robbie didn't get the chance to be the Harley Quinn she could have been, in the sense that, like, okay, let's venture into this, like, artistic liberty DC where, like, Harley Quinn's relationship with the Joker is like this. Okay, that's fine. Let's dive into it. And like they're all about each other. They love the shit out of each other. Joker dies, and Harley Quinn's like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
And then she just brushes herself off and keeps
Yeah.
going.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very true. The last thing I have to say about this movie, and this is based off of a conversation I had with my brother, and I know he got it from a podcast or some YouTube video out there. So for whoever actually
Footnote.
made this content that I'm about to talk about,
Blame it on
you're a
them.
genius.
Yeah.
But it's just this idea that I really agree with that movies, like superhero movies, are the best when the stakes are not the end of the world. Because when you watch a movie...
Civil War.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. When you watch
Yeah.
a movie like this movie, End of the World.
It did.
When you watch
Twice.
movies like Thor: The Dark World, End of the World, you know that the world isn't going to end because
It's not
that
on.
would kill the franchise. It's all related
Money.
movies. Money. Then you think.
Hold on, let's see if we can pick up my brother raging.
As he stops.
I think he resolved.
It resolved.
It resolved.
Other day, he was losing his.
Yeah.
No, it was just silence.
Yeah, Bernie's brothers in the other room just freaking
I'm
the
pretty sure
fuck
it's
out.
only COD. I'm pretty
We've-
sure it's
we've
COD.
all
that's
raged
bringing
in
it.
COD back.
Only
in the day.
COD. COD is life, motherfucker.
Yeah, oh
COD is
god,
love, COD is
Kevin.
life.
But
But-
taste.
Have you no shame?
Have you no shame?
It tastes like Mountain Dew and Doritos,
Ah.
motherfucker.
Mountain
It
Dew,
tastes good.
Dorito flavored Mountain Dew.
Hurry
How
up.
about
Oh,
Mountain Dew?
okay,
Doritos?
Okay,
Okay,
but
I just
wait,
want to
wait,
say,
wait.
like, not end of the world, Ant-Man. It wasn't the end of the
Yeah,
world.
no, think so.
Oh,
Ant-Man.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
Think about Dark Knight. It was just people on boats. You know, you don't know if those people were gonna fucking die because it wouldn't matter in the franchise.
Because you cared about the boats.
It could have, but it could have happened.
Yeah.
Like Civil War, it was not about the end of the world. It was about like just one interaction between like a dude and superheroes, and like he could have been successful, and that like still could have the franchise and the whole thing alive, like fucking Deadpool.
Ooh.
That's
No, it's okay. Keep
yeah,
going.
that's the end of my point. It's just like I don't know who came up with this. This kind of this thought, but like when the stakes aren't the end of the world, you actually give a shit because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Mm.
The second that she was like the end of the world, I was like, it's like you have 25 more movies to make. Obviously, the world's not ending.
Why does it always... You know how you beat superheroes? Don't do your world-destructing plans in the U.S.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
obviously, easy.
Literally, all of Supernatural would have ended if the demons had done this in Australia.
Yeah.
If the end of the world happened in Australia, it would have been fucked
The apocalypse would have happened.
already, and it would have been 2 seasons in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But everything had to happen in the Bible Belt.
Bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so true.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about today?
Well, we were kind of going back to Patrick saying that Cabin in the Woods is a hot mess. Now we have to chastise him for
Oh,
it.
chastise me.
I wrote it
Just
down.
Get it over with.
Cabin in the Woods, period, hot mess, question mark?
Okay, here.
Yeah.
So
I
here's,
got what you meant. You didn't mean it was a hot mess.
All right,
Or-
so
or
let's,
I don't know,
let me
speak
throw
for you.
back a long time ago
Yeah.
to Patrick
Delete that now.
playing the role of the third wheel while Bernardo was on a date, watching Cabin in the Woods.
It's not a... I mean, she just came over. Go on, keep going.
Okay, so pretty much Bernardo's
third
watching a
wheel.
movie with a girl, and I'm just there on the couch, just doing the thing. And they put Cabin in the Woods on, and it ended. And were you a fan of Cabin in the Woods? Because at the time, I did not get the feeling you were a fan of that movie.
I'd like Cabin in the Woods.
Okay. So the movie starts, and I honestly walked in that movie having no idea what it was. My brother just told me it's a scary movie. It's awesome. Watched it, instantly was like, is this a scary movie? Is this a comedy? Is it an action movie? What the fuck's going on? Whoa, what? This is so fucking confusing. Now it's about like fucking every villain, every super fucking like horror movie villain, and the end of the world, and fucking this is amazing. But it was just a lot happening, and it's like it's a lot happening. But the director's right beside you, just rubbing your shoulder, being like,
watch.
"I just know, I know, it's just a lot, but just it's good."
Just seems like a lot.
And that's
like
why
a
I say it's a
lot.
hot mess. And I understand if you look at it as a point of a parody, it seems more structured.
And this is what I've wondered about movies. How much does the packaging of a movie affect the quality of the movie? Like, how much does what you think of the movie going into it affect it?
I think
Because
A lot.
A lot, yeah.
because
I'd
there are
agree with
movies that are packaged horribly that either they give it all away in the trailers, or B
Yeah.
they just give the
Let's
totally,
say.
go ahead.
Okay, somebody comes up to you. Okay, let's say you forget the past year of your life.
Got it.
Somebody comes up to you. That was-
that. Already done.
somebody comes up to you and says,
Spin off.
yeah, somebody comes up to you and says, "There's a new Ghostbusters." You'd go see it. You would absolutely, right? Like I'd be in the theater instantly. Having seen all these trailers, I was like, it doesn't look as bad as people want it to be. All the arguments are annoying.
Agreed.
I just wasn't really interested after the trailers. I just wasn't interested in it. Had somebody just told me there's a new Ghostbusters, absolutely would have went and saw it. It's a fantastic movie, or the original was, but it just because of the packaging of the original, I didn't want to see it. You know?
Yeah.
So I think it entirely is dependent.
Totally.
Do you know-
Yeah. Because I mean,
Also,
yeah.
Birdman, which we did review our first episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was a superhero movie going into it.
I thought it was a comedy.
Yeah,
Kind of was.
a little bit.
I hereby solemnly swear off of trailers.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. No,
I
yeah.
want to do this experiment. I want to
Good
go.
luck with that.
Oh, and one more.
Gonna go to the movie.
Yeah,
20 minutes late every time.
Yeah, one
That's
more
true.
point. We went and saw. I think that would have been too long. Did Godzilla was 2014? The newest one.
Oh, the newest one. With Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
That was that 2014?
So
Was that 2013?
When did the new Godzilla come out? We're asking. Okay, Google.
Godzilla Resurgence was released globally on July 25th, 2016.
What?
No, that's not it.
That's not
Resurgence.
That's like
Go to
that's like
IMDb.
an
Video game.
actual like live action.
Oh, okay.
Godzilla 2014.
All
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
sorry.
2014?
All right, so that would have been around the time Batman vs Superman trailers were in the theaters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like teaser?
No,
I'm
no,
just-
not
yeah.
no.
Not even, no.
Not even no. Batman vs Superman trailers didn't come out until after that. I don't think.
Okay, after that. Okay, so I was in a movie.
Let's connect the dots. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Roll with
forget what movie it was. I think it was there with you guys. That's why I was saying Godzilla. But I didn't want to see the Batman vs Superman trailer because everyone's like, "Oh, spoils the movie." They played it in the previews for whatever movie I was
Yeah,
at.
I had that problem
And
too.
I knew the plot of the movie. I knew how it finished.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so I was like,
happened
I
to
don't
me
need
as
to
well,
see
actually.
Batman vs Superman anymore.
Yeah.
You are correct,
Oh,
sir.
yeah,
I
it
saw
totally was.
Yeah.
Because that's another example of a movie, and just so happens to be DC, that's so not confident about the movie itself that they figured that they had to throw all these gimmicks into the trailer. Like, there's Batman, then there's Superman. Oh, there's also Wonder Woman, and Jesse Eisenberg's a bad guy.
And
look,
Doomsday.
here comes Doomsday.
Doomsday,
Guess
yeah.
what? He was on the whole time.
Yeah, it's very relevant.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And like, what was it? It was for me the example that works for me is BoJack.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing, BoJack Horseman. I see all these trailers and all this stuff that is supposed to be a comedy. I watch it, can't get through the first season. Like all my friends that like it say it's a drama. Try watching it again. I got to the second season. I still think it's a show.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The example works for me, for like that's the difficulty of getting rid of previews, but the necessity is Prometheus. 'Cause that trailer, the trailer for that movie, whoever like was in charge of making that trailer was a genius. In the sense, I don't know if you guys remember that trailer. It was the one that was just like. There's like silence and then just and like it was just and then like black
I
like
don't remember that.
you know,
I'm
it's
gonna
like
have to watch it again.
it's like them it's like there's just like loud like sound like that, then it goes like black and there's just silence, then it goes like back to them doing stuff, and it's just like you get so amped up. But then in one of the scenes it just like, other spoiler for Prometheus if you want, there's shows like the evil enemy spaceship crashing, and you're like, well, that's how it ends. And then I was like, I went to the movie being like, they obviously wouldn't spoil it in the trailer. And then like you get to the end, you're like, wow, that literally, like I already knew. But I wouldn't have seen them. I wouldn't have been so excited to see the movie if the trailer wasn't so goddamn good.
Okay,
I wouldn't have been pissed if it didn't goddamn ruin the movie.
I have one more point about trailers.
Yeah.
Who's ever in charge of all these goddamn Star Wars trailers, he gets an award.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was just saying,
I
that's
know.
what I was going on. It's
Yeah.
like, they advertise it as like, oh, guess what? Lead character isn't going to be like Ray, it's going to be this black stormtrooper. And it's like, no, guess what?
No.
It's Ray.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so misleading that I was like, I remember being blown away in theaters and just absolutely loving it.
Yeah, and
Fully
it's like,
erect.
when does John Boyega get his force powers?
Yeah, exactly.
So true. Fully
Yeah.
erect.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
that's
I remember
yeah.
thinking that in the movie too, because like there's an awakening in the Force, and you see the what is it, Finn?
Finn,
Yeah.
yeah. they
Finn,
call him
runs,
Finn,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, the stormtrooper's gonna have like force powers, and like it didn't happen during the movie, but that was
I mean, I just a great movie, but it's like,
Yeah.
how stoked are you guys for Rogue One?
Dude!
Like, all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
Oh, the trailer's got me
Because
so
they've
pumped.
done it so well, because they also have sounds in it.
Yeah, they have like the Christopher Nolan like trombone sound.
Yeah, I
Like,
like
Well,
that.
it's
That's
the
honestly
Pacific
what I
Rim
enjoy.
block.
Yeah, it's
That's
and
my
like the
thing.
They haven't released any.
That's
yeah,
like
exactly.
that's the original sound.
Yeah,
And like the
all the sounds in that original sound
Yeah.
are so cool.
Oh my god.
And like the
pumped.
set looks so great. Anyways, the other reason why it looks good is because they haven't spoiled anything
Yeah.
about it so far. They just sort of like give glimpses here and there,
Yeah.
and like stuff that can be like sort of like interpreted, so to speak. It's there's nothing really like.
Yeah, as one of my favorite. Well, yeah, exactly. And then like as one of my favorite reviewers, Jeremy John says, if we're in for a Star Wars movie a year for the next 10 years, it is a good time to be alive.
It's so true.
hey man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm most excited for the young Han Solo movie.
Oh yeah.
Because directed by the guys who did 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, the Lego movie.
Oh yeah.
and also parts of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, so good.
And the guy who's playing him. I don't know if anyone here saw Hail Caesar. No.
No, it looked good though.
Yeah, there's like one of the actors in it who's like he's been in other stuff, but he's like a kind of unknown guy, but he was so good in it, and he's perfect for like a young Han Solo character. It's just gonna be a great movie. I hate to get so excited about something when it's like
years in the future.
It's dangerous, but I'm just so fucking.
Well,
excited.
I mean, like people were stoked, like Ryan Reynolds, like when he was announcing Deadpool in 2008.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, and
You know what was cool about that? Remember that like that trailer that came out of him like kicking ass in that
The
car?
leaked footage,
Yeah.
That footage, that wasn't in the movie.
Wait, kicking ass in the car.
Wait, kicking ass the car? Yeah, it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, but it was fast forwarded.
in the movie?
Yeah, so like the trailer was like it was like Ryan Reynolds going into this car and like kicking so much ass and like blah blah blah, and like he comes out of the car and the trailer ends. But when that scene comes in the movie, they fast forward through it because they know everyone has seen it.
I didn't pick up on that.
I love movies that do like funny marketing things, like Deadpool, how they had like the poo emoji on their billboards, or like Ant-Man, where they just put tiny little billboards everywhere.
Oh yeah,
The size of a piece of paper, just adorable. just like you're only gonna like hit like maybe like 1,000 people are gonna see that, but each person could be like, "Aw,
Do you hear about this?
you put this? Just great."
Any
You guys want to talk about anything else of the movies? It feels like all we talk about is movies.
That's kind
That's kind of how you guys have set up your podcast.
What do you mean, you guys? Don't detach yourself from Jamcast.
I'm like in it every third episode. Okay,
Jamcast.
it's
Exactly,
like
that's
and,
in it.
and here's like the
You're a recurring
random-
character.
I'm a recurring character. Oh,
All right. Any last words?
Why are we talking about movies still?
well, what do you want to talk about,
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Ryan? This is why we're talking about movies, because it just becomes to this like sort of like little bitch fit.
All right, I guess that's the end of it then.
Yeah.
Sorry for just ripping on life.
Yeah,
for the past
I don't want to make it a
45
trend
minutes.
to make.
I think that's what we do in every single one.
In
Well-
the next Jamcast, I promise that we'll put in at least one thing that we like.
Yeah, I don't want to make it a trend of
We
like.
talked about Star Wars and how much we
True,
liked it,
that's true.
so
we'll,
we're
we'll,
good
make-
there.
we'll put a bigger thing. that
We've
we
had
like.
episodes where we like
Oh,
stuff.
most of ours we like
Most
stuff.
of us we like.
Yeah, no, it's, but
yeah.
I don't want to make it a trend where we shit on stuff because it's like after a while that can get a bit exhausting.
Oh, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to listen to hate?
Oh.
It's like you when you asked me what I thought about Suicide Squad, and I was like, I hated it, and I was like, I don't get off on hating movies, Ryan. And you were like, sometimes I feel like you do, and I don't. Because who wants to go into a movie theater to pay to hate something?
It's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody. I want every movie that I see to blow me away.
I'm a crotchety old man. I want to hate shit.
No, Kevin, that's why we killed you off.
I almost at one point was like, guys, like let's switch topics. What did you think about Nerve?
No.
Next time on Jamcast. Next time on Jamcast.